Welcome back, students. We are in lesson 16 and we are going to just do some more complicated evaluations. And when I say more complicated, they are just a little bit more complicated, but these are something that it's well within your scope. You just take them one bit at a time, one bite, and just go slow. Just take your time. There's no rush on this. So let's start with example 16.1. And we are going to evaluate this problem here. And I think you guys are actually pretty good at these. Remember about your buckets or boxes or circles, whichever ones that you use. Whichever one works for you, that's what you want to use here. Okay, so remember, we're just going to, when you have a minus sign, we're going to leave it there. It's not glued to this variable. The variable is a value unto itself. It doesn't matter what the value of the variable is. This negative sign exists outside of that, okay? So rewrite it with your buckets if that's what it helps you to do. So I'll do parentheses for my first bucket, and then I have a big bracket. It helps me to write my brackets that are already in parentheses, that are already in existence, bigger. It helps me to do a better job with that. So a smaller bucket. Now I've got a big parenthesis, and I've got a little bucket, minus a little bucket, big parenthesis, big bracket to represent the ones that were already there. So now let's drop in our value. So we have P is -2. There's only one P. That's right there. The rest of them are A's, and that's -4. So -4, -4, -4. All right, so let's simplify this and rewrite it. So beginning here, on the very beginning part, we have the opposite of a negative is a positive. All right, we have a big bracket. Now we have this number outside of these parentheses, and it is the opposite of a -4. We just did that. The opposite of a -4 is +4. So we write that. All right, now we have this big parenthesis. We have -2. There's nothing changing that, so it stays a -2. And then we have the opposite of a -4. Well, we've done that one already. It's a +4. And we put our parenthesis and our bracket back in place. Now, that is our simplified substitution form. Now we can actually solve the problem. So we start with what's in the center. -2 plus 4, that's going to be a +2. All right, so I write that here. 4 times 2 is 8. Okay. 4 times 8 is 32. That's my answer. According to the book, I'm correct. Yay. All right, so you see how it looks complicated, but when you take each line individually, it makes a lot more sense. So let's do another one. Let's do 16.2 over here. And it says AX. And then we have a big square bracket. And then we have some letters on the inside with another parenthesis. And then we close it. Now, in this instance, A is equal to what? -2. And X is equal to -6. So let's sub those in. I'm going to let you guys do this one. So go ahead and pause the video and solve the problem by substituting in these values for those variables, and then press play and see how you did. Okay? So the first thing I did was I created my structure. I put in little brackets, and I left the brackets that were originally there very big, and the parentheses that were there originally very big. Then I filled in my values. A is -2, so wherever the A was, I put in a -2, and the X, wherever it was, I filled in the -6. So then I started simplifying and solving. So -2 times -6 is a positive 12. Within my parentheses, a -2 plus a 6 is going to give me 4. And then the opposite of a -2 is a positive 2. So it's going to be 12 times 2 times 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. And 8 times 12 is 96. And if you got 96, then you got that one right. Congratulations. All right, I'm going to clear this page. Let's do 16.3. And we have a nice long one. I like the nice long ones. They are kind of fun to me. I know I'm a little math geeky, but somebody has to be, or nobody would understand math. And that's my gift. That is what God has given me, is my ability to understand, sort, and organize and administer. Those things are all a mathematical organizational brain. So there's our problem. And our values are b is equal to -4 and c is equal to -6. All right, so again, pause the video, work the problem, see if you get the answer that I get, okay? So first I made my buckets and filled in my values. Then I simplified my values. So the opposite of a -4 is 4. Opposite of a -4 is 4. -4 plus, because we have the opposite of a -6, so it's going to be plus 6. It's going to be plus, it's going to be positive 2. And then here we have a -6 plus 4, because it's the opposite of a negative, so it makes it a positive 4. So -6 and positive 4 is a -2. Well, we have a negative sign here, so the opposite of a -2 is going to be a positive 2. And once we did all of this, we had 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10, so 4 times 10 is 40. If you got the answer 40, then you know what you're doing. I'm very proud. If you did not get the answer 40, rewind the video, look and see where you might have, dropped a sign or something. Sometimes that happens. But check your work against what you see on the screen and see where you made a mistake. And if you still can't find it, give me a holler, and we will see if we can figure out where that went wrong for you. But that's all I have. Lesson 16 is really short and sweet today, less than 9 minutes. So congratulations on an easy lesson, and I will see you in lesson 17.